Come around, everybody, and sit down. I'm going to tell you a story about a little boy named Jacob. Jacob was a little boy who lived in a little town called Nowheresville. He was the son of the mayor and a nurse who both died in a car crash when he was just 5 years old. Little Jacob never had friends, and he wished he had more family, but alas, it was just him alone. One day, while walking down the path, he spotted an old man standing on top of a cliff. The man looked sad and tired. Curious as to who this man is and why he is standing there, Jacob approached the man. The man was shocked to see little Jacob and began prodding the poor boy with questions. "Who are you, and what do you want?" asked the man. Little Jacob stared at the man for what seems like eternity. The man became scared and asked little Jacob those questions again. "Who are you, and what do you want?" the man asked again. Little Jacob then smiled and said, "I know why you are here. I know what you intend to do. Please don't do it." The man, clearly taken aback from the boy's words, went to the nearest rock and sat down. Little Jacob did the same. The man began crying and little Jacob stood witness. When the man regained his composure, he began confiding in little Jacob. "A plague hit my village. My friends and family were dying. Medicines don't seem to work and the healers are stumped as to what to do. I have traveled great distances for work, but no one wants to hire me. They say that the plague hit their villages too. I went back to my village, but everyone is dead. Now I'm all alone and I have nothing else to live for." Little Jacob gave the man a hug before returning to his seat. He looked into the man's eyes and smiled. "What do you do to be happy?" asked little Jacob. A strange look appeared on the man's face, but curious as to why the little boy asked, he answered, "Well, I drink various wines and smoke several plants. I lay with women and play games with other men. I hunt for sport and partake in social gatherings, but none of these things fill the void inside of me. And what do you want in the future? What will make you content?" asked little Jacob. The man paused and became silent. He looked down and began to think. After several moments of silence, he looked at Jacob and said, "I want to have a wife and children. I want to live in the countryside with my family. I want to grow my own food, generate my own power, and be free to pursue my interests as I see fit. I want to be free from the toils of life and achieve everlasting happiness." "And the things that you do to be happy, will they lead you down this path?" asked little Jacob with a smile. The man smiled and shook his head no. "Align your actions with your goals and you should find that which you seek," said little Jacob. But the man stood up quickly. An expression of frustration can be seen on his face. "But I've struggled to achieve my goals. How long must I work? Why struggle and work when no amount of effort will make it come true?" "You told me nothing new," said the man as he began pacing back and forth. "When you were born, were you able to walk?" asked little Jacob. The man shook his head no. "When you were a small child, were you able to run at great speeds and master your environment?" asked little Jacob. The man again shook his head no. "You struggled to master these things and you have enjoyed the challenge. Your skills and talents grew as you struggled. It came naturally to you because you knew the reason of why you were struggling. You knew what was ahead of you if you worked just a little bit longer. And now look at you. You drink wine and smoke plants. You lay with women and play games. You hunt for sport and partake in social gatherings. All the things that a little child simply cannot do. You lost sight of what you were struggling for. You worked because you felt that you should work, because your village, your family, and friends tell you to work. You didn't work for yourself. When you lost your village, you concluded that there is no more work to do and decided to cast yourself into the abyss to wallow for all eternity. Instead of killing yourself, why not work for yourself? No one is around to tell you what to work on or how. You can use the resources of your village to craft the life that you want. You are free to pursue your interest as you see fit. Give yourself one more chance, and if things don't work out, then you can return to this cliff and do what you came here to do. Remember, if you don't know what you are struggling for, then you're doomed to be miserable forever," said little Jacob. The man bowed his head and thought about what little Jacob said. He then looked at Jacob and spoke. "You are right. I am free to craft the life that I want. There is nothing stopping me now. Thank you for your wise words. I will be sure to remember them." And with that, the old man shook Jacob's hands and walked down the path. Little Jacob smiled at the good deed that he has done. He He went to the cliff and stood there, marveling at nature's beauty. The end. If you liked this story, then feel free to drop a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.